A friend of my boyfriend, who is a girl, confessed her love for him in a letter she put under his door. My boyfriend refuses to let me see the letter and says he loves me. He continues to still text the girl and just recently saw her when going to visit his friends. He ended up sleeping over at her house alone with her, but swears nothing happened. I don't trust either of them at this point, and part of me wants to make both of their lives a living hell. What do you think of that?
He is definitely having something with this other girl.
Bro, that was my first thought.
Like, absolutely he does. As a man, if you are not showing the letter to the person that you're with at that moment, and you're not completely breaking that relationship off, like, I believe that we were friends. I have somebody else in my life, and you continue to have that relationship and not even wanting to acknowledge that your girl at that moment is completely against it 100%. You spend the night with her by yourself. Come on, dude. There was not, you didn't sleep on the third room down the hallway.
There was no scenario I could think of where staying over was a good idea.
Absolutely
because it
not.
sounds like she found the letter, talked to him, and then he recently stayed over.
Yeah.
It's like you would know to not do that stuff. Here's something as men we know, and this is coming from a guy who's dating someone who was his friend, right? And me and Laura were friends for 3 years before we ever got together. We dated other people while we were friends, and we never hooked up, did anything while we were friends. But there was always like I chose her over someone else, right? Like my attention was somewhere else, right? But here's the thing is I never did that. But we know as guys, if you're doing stuff like that, it isn't to be friends.
It's not.
As much, even if the guy's denying it. So here's my advice to that girl. First of all, that is, you gotta like draw the line. Because the way she says, like in the confession, she was like, I don't trust any of them. I want to make their lives a living hell. That's the bad approach to take on it. Right. You have to be smart enough to go, this person's doing this. I don't want to do it back to them. Sometimes you got to be the bigger person. Just get out of that relationship and just go, hey, if that's your person, go be with your person. I'm going to go find mine. Obviously, we don't think that way in a relationship. But the guy is completely wrong. First of all, if that girl wrote a letter, why are you hanging out with her?
Exactly.
Like, at all. Even if you didn't stay the night, like, dude, you're hanging out with that girl that just made your girl feel weird. Right. If you cared about your girl, you wouldn't put her in a position to be upset like that. So my advice to that girl would be to... I feel like most of my advice tries to be, like, logical. Like, talk to him about it. Don't even talk to him about it. My advice to this girl would be, like, that's it. Be done with that guy. Because if he has this inappropriate relationship with a friend, he probably has other friends, probably more things you don't know about. You don't want to be with someone that's going to prioritize those things.
Absolutely. You don't want to live your life with that stress, with that worried, with those concerns in your head. My advice to this girl would be get the hell out. Yeah. Stop worrying about what you can do to make their life a living hell. Think about how you can make your life better. Yeah. Get the hell up out of there and show them that you can do it without either one of them. Yeah. Like, just plain and simple. Sometimes that's our approach to life. How can they hurt me, let me hurt them back. Yeah. So instead of trying to figure out a way to hurt them back, just get out of there, man. Just show them that.
Yeah, it never works out well because let's say you're unsuccessful, then you look even stupider and you feel worse. Exactly. But let's say you are successful, which are the only two options, then you're just as bad. When someone does something to hurt someone in a relationship and then someone does something to hurt them back, when people find out about that, they go, these two are toxic. They never look at the person. So whatever that person thought would happen isn't happening. Absolutely. You're really just making yourself look stupid, and you're stooping to their level, and you're justifying the breakup. I think that that's a real thing that people do, though, is they want to find a way to instead of just leaving, they want to justify it. Right. You know what I mean? Like, they want to, like, do something like, I want you to feel what I felt. Right. Like, sometimes people need to feel, sometimes it's more impactful to do nothing. Exactly. They go, wait, I hurt you, and you just, like, were okay with it?
Do you even love me?
Yeah. Or maybe they go, like, wait, what? Like, what? Like, what's going on? Yeah. Maybe they reflect, and you're the real winner because you got them to figure out how to not be shitty to the next person. Absolutely. But I've never, ever seen, it's promoted, like, the revenge. Like, so-and-so gets revenge on her guy, or so-and-so gets revenge on his girl. Yeah. It's, like, promoted, and it's cool, and it's awesome, and, like, at least on social media. Have you ever seen those videos where it's, like, guy catches girl cheating? Right. So he brings her over. She thinks she's going to get, like, a Valentine's card. Yeah. But instead, he, like Like I saw one where there's like bugs in a heart, and he locked her in the car, and everyone like that blew up, and everyone's like, "Fuck that girl, she shouldn't have done that." And da da da. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but like that's not how life works. It's glorified in those videos, but like you're gonna be an asshole.
Like what you got out of it? You just scare her off a little bit. She's still shitting on you.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. Like, or he's still with that girl in this case.
Right.
So it's like it's definitely not worth it. My advice to this person would definitely be to take the high road and just get out. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Don't figure it out either. Get out. If it's meant to be figured out, this person will do all the work. Absolutely. You don't have to do anything. Absolutely. You deserve more than that. Guy or girl, whoever the story is about in any scenario, if you're